Another trigger while going through anxiety DPDR that's not talked about enough is driving. While driving, it can feel like you might lose control at any point, or that you just might disappear, and because of the stimulation and the lights and everything going on around you, it just makes your DPDR and anxiety so much worse, or at least that it feels so much worse. The best way that I could describe it is you literally feel like this meme, which is terrifying. But your reaction to the symptoms and the feelings that you experience while driving should remain the same as everything else that you deal with while going through anxiety and DPDR. Throughout my entire recovery, I never stopped driving. I always had to drive. It was kind of part of my routine that I couldn't really work around, and thankfully that was the case. So even though it was a terrible experience a lot of the time, it pushed me to have to do it, and in having to do it, I basically desensitized myself to the worries associated with it. And this can apply to you too. Just because you feel that you can't drive because of anxiety or depersonalization, that's just simply not true. As I've mentioned in other videos, anxiety loves to think the worst case possible scenario. And just because you feel anxious or that you might disappear or have a panic attack or lose control, it definitely doesn't mean you will, because you physically cannot disappear. And even if you did have anxiety or a panic attack on the road, that's not the end of the world. You can always pull over to the side, deal with it, and then continue driving. That's what I did. I had multiple panic attacks while driving. And the only way to eliminate the fear of these things and start to feel normal while doing these things is to simply embrace the symptoms when you're doing them. Allow the symptoms to exist alongside you and go back to doing things the way you normally did, including driving. And in the meantime, if you have to make brief adjustments to feel better and, maybe stop once in a while, that's completely fine too. Don't be too hard on yourself, but you also need to push yourself in order to fully get out of anxiety-driven DPDR. And if you're in the thick of it right now with anxiety DPDR, I do have my completely free DPDR Calm Kit. You can access it by simply clicking the link on my profile. It includes 12 mindset shifts that really helped me through my anxiety and DPDR recovery, as well as some extra information on anxiety, DPDR, and sensitization itself.